Did you know that almost 1/3 of Americans have tattoos? According to a Harris poll done in 2016, 3 in 10 Americans have at least one tattoo. It's now 2018, and tattoos are just as popular, if not even more popular, than they were 2 years ago. It's easy enough to get a tattoo. All you need to do is go to a shop, provide some identification, fill out a few forms, and in a few hours after that, you'll have a piece of art on your body for the rest of your life. But how do you know that the tattoo that you are getting done is being done safely? Well, across America, the majority of tattoo businesses are required to maintain some sort of licensure. However, in Jefferson County, Colorado, only the business is required to maintain licensure, not the individual tattoo artist or body artist. So what does that mean? It means that any person can be hired off the street without any sort of apprenticeship or formal training. Now, there are some outlines for individual requirements to work in a licensed body artist shop in Jefferson County, Colorado. However, I interviewed Justin Foster, a local tattoo artist, and he's been tattooing for about 7 years now, and he has never seen anybody be punished for not maintaining these requirements put out by the Jefferson County Board of Health. So, what's the real risk? Well, it could be something as easily transferable and very hard to treat, like MRSA, which would mean that the tattoo itself would probably not come out right due to the skin infection. Or it can be something a lot more serious, such as hepatitis, a disease that affects the liver that ultimately ends in death. So the lack of proper training can lead to possible infections and or possibly bloodborne diseases. In 2016, there were over 350 separate cases of hepatitis in Jefferson County, according to Jefferson County Public Health Department. Now, with the reporting system in place covered by the Colorado Disease Control and Environmental Epidemiology Division, it does not require a suspected place of origin. So that means that even if people get infected by a bacterial infection or disease, there's no real way of knowing if that came from a tattoo shop or illicit drug use. But bottom line, diseases that are spread by body artists, that could be spread by body artists, are very easily preventable as long as the body artist is following universal precautions for body substance isolation, or BSI. In my interview with Mr. Foster, he did feel like having the individual body artist be licensed is not an effective long-term solution for this problem. Part of that is because with the increase of popularity of tattoos, the availability of tattooing kits have become extremely accessible. You can buy a tattooed kit from Amazon.com with everything you need to tattoo out of your house for $40 plus shipping and handling. The people who are buying these kits aren't properly trained, and they're tattooing in unregulated, non-commercial areas, such as residential areas. In another interview I did with Dr. David Miedema of the United States Army, he agreed with Mr. Foster and feels like the less government and business, the better. Whenever I talked to Mr. Foster, he felt like the majority of licensed businesses are clean and follow universal precautions for the reduction of communicable diseases. And both Dr. Miedema and Mr. Foster wanted to stress that it is ultimately the consumer's responsibility to make informed decisions and evaluate the risks. So in summary, Jefferson County, Colorado needs to require all tattooers to maintain a tattoo license. Jefferson County needs to enforce the current policies that are in place. Customers are ultimately responsible for their own risks by making informed decisions. And it's cliche, but we use cliches because they're true. And the cliche for this is you get what you pay for. If you're only going and spending $30, $40 for a tattoo because your buddy's doing it out of his house, it's not anybody's fault but your own whenever you get hepatitis or a skin infection due to a contaminated needle and your buddy trying to cut corners. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope that the next time that you decide that you're going to get body art done, whether it's a piercing or a tattoo, that you really look at the environment of the shop and make an informed decision, because until the government changes its policy, it's up to you. Thank you. Have a great day.